What on guys, Commander here, welcome to a new video on Halo 2 Anniversary. And my god, how I'm so glad that I can say that again. Well, this is the first time I'm actually saying it, to be fair, in this Let's Play. You have absolutely no idea what this actually means to me to be able to talk and commentate over a Halo 2 Anniversary gameplay. Now, if you're not already aware, the past gameplays that I did do on Halo 2 Anniversary, I had to just leave it as just no commentary because of the fact that I didn't have my recording space. I don't have, because of COVID, I've been basically locked in the house with my family, and because of that, I've basically lost my recording system because me and my brother share a bedroom, and that's where I record normally. So I've basically, normally, like, because of everything that's gone on, I normally do my recordings of gameplay like Halo 2 Anniversary or my Halo gameplays whenever he's out at work, but he was put onto furlough, so he's not working. So there's me without any recordings like set up at all. So that's the reason why I haven't been able to do any audio recordings. But now I've actually got a chance to actually go and do some audio recordings and commentaries. So Halo 2 Anniversary, I absolutely love this game. Just as a look, looking at this, right? This is what the game looks like in Classic. Just looking at this in comparison with this, like, just the cutscenes are, like, just the gameplay alone of just looking like scenery. Look at this scenery in comparison with this. It's so much nicer and so much cleaner. You know, you can look at the models like the cutscenes and you can say they look absolutely mind-blowing. But just as simple things, like, look at the way that the environment's built and how much different that is, you know. It's so good, and it's so because of how different it is. So anyway, there's this brute here. Let's see if we can sneak up on him before my cloak runs out. There we go, that's easy. Nice, got myself an energy sword. So, if you're not already aware, and you didn't see the last episode, basically what we've got is I think it was the last episode, it might be the episode before. Basically, the brutes have betrayed the elites under the commands of the prophets, and the Arbiter is now got to try and find Tartarus and stop him from firing the Halo rings and destroying all, like, sentient life in the universe without actually knowing it, if that makes sense. So that's what we've got to do now. So right now we've got to fight through these brutes and try and get as many, like, I would say, like, elite or, like, people who want to fight with the Arbiter as possible together. Oh, hello. I hate brutes in this game because they go berserk. They berserk. It's a nuisance. Die. There we go. So yeah, so we've basically got to gather as many, like, friendly forces as we can that are not willing to fight with the brutes in the Covenant anymore and want to fight with the Arbiter and the elites, and try our best and try and, like, mount a successful resistance against the brutes. So that's basically what we've got to do now. Hello, fella. Hello. Thank you. Hi, mate. All right, mate.
Our brother's blood, and for that they must die.
I agree. I also just want to show you something quickly, right? Now, obviously this isn't my first time playing Halo 2 Anniversary because I've played through the campaign multiple times beforehand, right? Now, that's the objective where we've got to get to. Now, we'll deal with that later on. However, just look at this, right? The Classic. Listen to the sounds minute. Right? Not only does it look drastically much better, but it sounds so much nicer as well. And that I can't get my head around that. The difference, you know. I wasn't around, or I wasn't really into Halo. Oh, look, we got some elites fighting with us. Some more elites fighting with us. Cool. I wasn't alive or into Halo when the classics came out. I got into Halo in 2010, 2011, but it's about when Halo 4 released. So I was not privy to like the classic versions of these games and when they released. You know, Halo 2 Anniversary was sort of the first remastered game that I actually managed to get on its release, and that's part of the MCC anyway, so I had the full caboose with me. But I tell you what, just playing this on PC just on its own is so good. I can't begin to imagine how good this looks and how good it feels to play this on PC as well. Just that on its own, the PC aspect of it is just mind-blowing. You know, it's good. It looks good enough on console. You know, when I first played it on the MCC on Xbox, it looked mind-blowing enough back then. But to now play it on PC with an RTX card on it, you know, I've played it. I would play it with Reshade on. I've got Reshade mod installed for this game. However, the issue with Reshade is that while I'm recording, it doesn't quite like it. I tried doing this bit before. Recording this campaign before. However, I did have Reshade on, and I had to stop the recording halfway through just because it lagged so much. It was running about like 30 FPS instead of 60, which is what I'm playing on it now. And that is just because Reshade plus, like I had a number of different Reshade options active. But whilst trying to record as well and do a bit of audio and playing the game in itself, you know, this is a very graphically intensive game anyway. Just all of that, it didn't make for a very good gameplay experience. So, I just left it and I didn't bother, you know, I just did it again. I turned Reshade off and it worked perfectly fine. So I thought, you know what, I'll do the game again. Do the recording again. It's not much hardship on me. So, you know. So this game could look drastically better. I'll put a couple screenshots, like before and after screenshots on screen now of the different parts of this level that look different with the Reshade options that I have. Because it makes the game look so much more different. You know, if you look at the before and after, I mean, it will look the gameplay that we're playing now will obviously look better anyway than what you see when you're playing the game, because I color correct it. I color correct it in editing, so what you actually see as far as gameplay in the video isn't actually what it looks like. So I make it look better in game anyway. But at this moment in time, you know, I could make it look better, but I can't. My computer can't physically cope with that amount of rendering, plus trying to record audio as well. So yeah. So what do I think of this game just as a whole? Now, Halo 2 is hands down my most favourite Halo game ever. Halo 3 is my second, just because I won't ever, like, I'm not saying that Halo Combat Evolved was bad, but I never really got into the story necessarily. It's a really good story and it's a really good game, and for like nostalgia and classic, you know, aspects, I can see why people really enjoy it. But Halo 2, just for the storyline alone, is mental, you know. What was that? What just killed me then? But yeah, so Halo 2, at the time, its story was way beyond... the story itself was way beyond its own time, you know, and you can tell it just by the way it you know, the fact that, and also the fact that you can play as the Arbiter and both the Chief and see their different perspectives. Hello, fella. Hi, mate. Just you see the two perspectives as well, but the storyline in itself, you know, watching the Arbiter grow from this, like, disgraced military leader after the destruction of the first Halo ring to this like, being that can fight amongst himself, you know, who can think for himself instead of being blinded by the Covenant and their lies, and, you know, and seeing it like that, that's what I really love about this game. You know, I love the Master Chief storyline in this game anyway, but it's more focused on the Arbiter. You know, what the Chief is basically doing what he was doing in the last the Chief was basically doing what he was doing in the last game. You know, trying to stop the Covenant and, you know, stopping them from firing the Halo rings and whatnot. But he doesn't really have much story necessarily in this game. But the Arbiter, however, it goes through a massive journey, and watching the Arbiters, I love playing the Arbiters games. You know, one, just so I can fight alongside the Covenant, you know, it's actually quite fun to do. But also, just to watch his story is so good. I don't think I've ever seen a story in not just Halo, but in games in general that are on par with how good the Arbiter story is in this game. You know, it's mental. It's so good. So, yeah, so that's sort of the main reason why I love Halo 5. Halo 2 is my favourite game. But, you know, and I like Halo 3 as well, just because, like, the gameplay for Halo 3, I think Halo 3 used a different generation of like game engine than Halo 2 did, and Halo Combat Evolved did, just because the gameplay changed dramatically. No, you're gonna die. There we go. He didn't. I don't think. But Halo 3's gameplay and the way that it was played, it changed dramatically, and that's the reason why I love it, because it does such a good way of playing the game. You know, it played ridiculously well, and the gameplay for Halo 3 was just so good. I loved it. I'm gonna pick up this sniper because that's useful. That'd be useful for taking down some jackals and brutes. But yeah, so Halo 2 is my favorite for story. Halo Combat Evolved was my favorite. No. Halo Combat Evolved was my favourite for nostalgia. Halo 2 is my favourite for story, and Halo 3 is my favourite for gameplay. So they each have their goods and bads. But I'm not saying that any of them are necessarily bad. It's just they have, like, the bits that I love about each of the games, I like more in different ways. Right, you can, like, get out of it. Go on. Yeah, so I like them each in their own way. It's just, like, the bits that I like more in certain games. So, right, snipe you and snipe you. Cool. Get you. Yeah, nice. Cool. There's another one up there. Oh, no, I ain't got no charge. Damn it. Okay. But yeah, so the music, the sounds and the audio is also, like, strikingly really quite good. But that's sort of the reason why I like, hi fella. Now this is all the reason why I really hope they do a Halo 3 anniversary, and really, in fairness, they don't need to, because as we'll get to Halo 3, later, but I think the main thing that really annoys me with Halo 3 is the fact that the mouth lip syncing is really quite awful in the grand scheme of things. So, and that, I mean, that's just me, you know, I like it when it, like these games where they've got perfect lip syncs, you know, where they actually, what they're saying actually looks like that's what they're saying. But, you know, it doesn't look right when they're a bit out of place like they do in Halo 3. That's still my biggest gripe. You know, the graphics are not awful. It's still a very bright and well-lit game, and it's still a very beautiful game. And even with reshade on, you know, if you have reshade on, it makes it look even better. So I'm not saying that I would hate Halo 3 as it is, but there's certain things, especially in relation to like mouth movements and stuff like that, that I would absolutely change. And that's why I would love to see an anniversary. And also, I'd love to see Halo. I'd also love to see Halo Combat, like, not Halo Combat, but Halo 3 in Blur's cinematics and Blur's gameplay. I think that would look absolutely stunning. So, yeah, while I'm not, like, we don't desperately need a Halo 3 anniversary, I would just love to see it, because I would love to see what difference they can make in relation to graphical quality. You know, we don't need to change the gameplay, because like I said earlier, the gameplay in Halo 3 is astronomically good. You know, it's breathtakingly good just as far as gameplay is concerned. You know, the way you fight and the way you play the game is really impressive. However, the graphics, yes, they are a bit outdated, but they're still good. You know, still, like I said before, it's still a very well lit game. It's still something that is very, like, it's still very pretty to look at even now, but it's very old. Can I get this jackal? No, I can't get him. But while it's still a very pretty game to look at, it's very outdated, and it's become very outdated in certain aspects more than others. For example, mouth movements. I don't keep going to that, but that's my biggest gripe with Halo 3 Anniversary. It's not Halo 3 Anniversary, it doesn't exist. With Halo 3, that's my biggest gripe with it, and that's the biggest reason why I want the change, because... And also, just as, like I said, I love the Elite's design in this game. I've got literally no ammunition left, have I? Alright, come on. I'll swap my sniper out. Come on. Get out of it. And die. There we go. And you can go as well. Is there another one? Yeah, I like for you as well. Nice, perfect. There's a brute down here, I think. Or did he die? I think he died. Cool. I'll pick up... There's a carbine there. I'll pick up some ammunition for the carbine. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. But yeah, so I don't need it, but there's certain things that, you know, even if, you know, I would be happy with the community remaster, you know, even if, you know, I know 343 have outrightly said, you know, we are not doing a Halo 3 anniversary. They say at all, but I think it's more just for the time being they're not going to do it. I think they might do it eventually after Halo Infinite releases. You know, they might get Blur back on board and do a remaster of their original game. just like they have done with all the others. But I don't I hope that they do, but I'll be happy with the community remaster, you know, because now it's all on PC, it can be modded. So, you know, Reshade does a good job with reshading and making games look better. However, if somebody could like remaster all the models and do textures, you know, the modding community, you know, all we have to do is look at Battlefront 2 and see how good the modding community actually is. You know, if we can get some of those modders on board with Halo, doing a Halo 3 anniversary and get a small team together, I can see Halo 3 anniversary looking absolutely stunning. You know, if you can mod as well as some people that we've seen from mods before, then I can see that a Halo 3 anniversary community based one becoming something that we're could be very willing to see. You know, get a team together and it could be absolutely stunning, I think, personally. You know, so that's sort of what I think and what I want. Now, whether that's going to happen or not, I don't know. I hope it is. You know, I hope that as soon as they announced that MCC was going to be coming to PC, they started working on mods and they thought, oh, hang on, now that MCC is coming to PC, I've got more carbines ammunition. No. Alright then, I'll swap me carbine with me shotty. But yeah, now that we've got, like, now we can mod MCC and Halo 3, we can probably make a remastered version of Halo 3. So I hope that that's in development. I haven't heard anything, and if I do hear anything, I'll put it out there and I'll do videos on it, because I really am keen for things like that. But if it's not, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm not particularly too fussed about it, but I would like to see it. So yeah, I'm not really talking too much about the game at the moment, because there's not really much to talk about. But there we go. I like the shotgun, but what I find really interesting is that the brutes using UNSC weapons. Now I thought that would have been heresy amongst these brutes. There's one now. I'm gonna see if I can sticky him. Sticky bomb. No, missed. Sticky bomb. Yes, nice. Nice, killed him. I think there's another one to come. Oh god, there's more stuff, guys, coming. Yeah. Oh yeah, sticky bomb, missed. Frag. Oh yes, look at that. You're dead. Come on. Come on. There we go. Right, this is the end where the cutscene comes in. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do my outro then, and after the cutscene, I'm just going to end the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm so glad... Hang on a minute. You can't do that, sir. That's illegal. Thank you. Right, so there's a massive... Look at this mess that I've made. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button for more awesome gaming content. I'm glad that I can come back and I can do my my commentary again, because I've missed this so much. Just talking about, you know, I haven't had a chance yet to talk about Halo 2 Anniversary and how it breathtakingly like gets me. So the next episode is going to be the final 2 parts, because the next mission called High Charity is a very short mission, so I can do that one and the final mission, which I think is called The Great Journey, in one, I think, you know, with a few cuts here and there, make it concise. So, yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye!
By the rings, Arbiter. The counselors, are they...
Murdered by the brutes.
Vile, disloyal beasts. The prophets were fools to trust them.